Pascal Siakam.
Lamar Odom. Pascal Siakam.
Lamar Odom. Pascal Siakam.
Bridges on him.
2 seconds.
With 4. Odom 30 feet away. Jumper in the air.
Spicy P comes through.
On this episode of NBA Now and Then, the greatest comparisons, we compare two players who endured tremendous hardships to reach NBA stardom.
Although this NBA star got a late start to the game of basketball, his talent showed up right on time.
His all-around game formed on the streets of New York, but it was polished when he took to the hardwood of LA.
For their size, these two stars didn't fit the conventional basketball archetype, which makes their style so much fun to watch.
We are prepared to present to you Pascal Siakam and Lamar Odom. I'm Uriah.
I'm Maurice.
I'm Lucas.
And I'm Ben.
And we're here to talk NBA
Now and Then.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Before we begin, we ask that you follow our show on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. You know it makes a difference as we are building our Comparison Hoops community. So, Maurice, Lucas, Ben, how you guys been?
Been doing good, man. Can't complain.
Doing well.
Cool as a cucumber.
I think, Ben, you should be on Cloud 9 right now. You just had a show air on ABC, a major show. Did you guys see it, right, Maurice, Lucas?
Yeah, I definitely saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
I was like, look at that guy doing stuff.
It was a nice break from the sadness of our team, but yeah, no, it was fun. It was during the fires, so it was kind of chaotic. So it was easy to film that chaos. So yeah, no, it was fun. I play a guy who accidentally poisons people.
So. Yeah, carbon monoxide poisoning. So if you guys, people listening out, if you like the ABC show 911, that typically stars Angela Bassett, Ben has a pretty significant role. Guys, I have a really interesting Apple Podcast review. You guys want to hear it real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So a friend of the show, Paul Nepper, he is the author of Knicks of the 90s. I'm sure you guys remember Ben and I, we interviewed him a few months ago. He actually dropped by and left a message, and here's what he had to say. First of all, he gave us 5 stars. I think that's what we we have right now is 5 stars. So
hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Nothing less.
We got the perfect score.
Perfection.
That's what we strive for. So Paul says, I was a guest on this podcast and enjoyed every minute of it. The guys know their NBA history. They're well prepared and come up with great topics to make each show entertaining. They come up with some of the best historical player comparisons I've ever heard. I love this pod! ! Thank you, Paul Nepper. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's get right down to the nitty gritty. We're talking Pascal Siakam. We're talking Lamar Odom. Guys, why are we talking about these two stars? I think I'll start with Lucas first.
Look, when you think of point forwards, these are two of the guys that you think of. It's simple as that. They're both playmaking guys between the sizes of 6'9", 6'10". They're playmaking forwards, point forwards. That's what they are.
Yeah, they can do a lot with the ball despite their size. I agree 100%. What about you, Ben?
Wherever they go, they win. And so you can kind of plug them into a lot of different systems. Even Lamar Odom at the college level was winning. So they've won a number of championships. So you see Siakam now, right away conference finals, the Pacers, and they're looking pretty good again this year.
Another reason, Ben, we're doing this podcast episode comparison, Chris K. Wild, remember we had him on? Huge Clippers fan who is a co-host for the Clipcast podcast. You should definitely check that out. They have one of the most unique podcasts out there for any team. Check it out. Chris Wild, shout out to you, man. Thanks for coming on and being a guest for us.
Yeah, his Clippers are doing well, too. They look all right.
Yes, they are, with James Harden in the lineup. A little bit jealous, but...
Yeah, Kawhi's healthy. Yep.
Kawhi's healthy. Ben Simmons is making a difference.
Is he? Oh, that's weird.
It's a curse. That's a Sixers. They just named 3 people that have affected the Sixers.
Oh, my God. That's right.
Crazy.
Oh, man. Let's move on real quick.
Man.
Maurice, why are we talking these two players?
Well, we just talked about winning. We talked about championships. Both of these guys were the number 2 guy, but very effective. Kawhi with the Raptors and Kobe with the Lakers. Both of these guys made a huge impact to help support the leading star of those championship teams.
And I'll just chime in, and because I know the background of both of these players, I did the research last summer. These guys went through a lot, and it's well documented that Lamar Odom has gone through some really rough times, even going back to his childhood. And maybe people don't realize that Pascal Siakam also had his own trials and tribulations before he hit the pros. That being said, this is going to be an interesting comparison. You guys all set?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
First quarter, background.
All right, so the fundamental question we are trying to answer today is, which player of today in the NBA reminds us the most of Lamar Odom? So it's time to talk about Spicy P. Before he got that nickname, he was born Pascal Siakam in Douala, Cameroon on April 2nd, 1994. Growing up, he attended St. Andrew's Seminary, which was a religious school where students lived and learned responsibilities through chores and had a high academic focus. He was there from the ages of 11 through 17. Now, Siakam's dad admitted in an interview, quote, "He turned from a very calm child into a very stubborn boy. What his dad did not know is Siakam began to hate the seminary around 15, and he started acting out on purpose." Now, Pascal Siakam had 3 older brothers attend college in the United States. True or false? All 3 of them played basketball for their college.
False.
I'll say true.
I'm not sure, but I'm going to go with Ben because, just record shows here.
All right, Maurice, go ahead and brag a little bit, buddy.
Oh, good for you, buddy.
It is true.
Wow.
I did not know this. Siakam's brothers played ball. Boris, his one brother, played at Western Kentucky.
Okay.
His brother
Decent
Christian
college.
played at Indiana University. Indiana University - Purdue University in Indianapolis. That's IUPUI.
Yeah. I think that's where George Hill went.
Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah,
not 100% sure. Some NBA player went there.
Right. And his other brother James played at Vanderbilt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a pretty big family of basketball players. All right, so does anybody know how old he was when he started playing, Pascal Siakam? What age? Let's give a guess. Ben, how old do you think he was?
I'm going to say 12.
Well, it won't be as incredible as Joel Embiid, who started playing at 16. So I'm going to say 13?
I think it's 15.
All right, guys, you're off. He was only 17 years old when he started playing basketball.
So he's young. He was older than Joel.
Wow.
17.
I didn't know that one. That was good.
Yeah. So according to an ESPN article, Pascal Siakam was 17 when he got into basketball. Before that, he was heavy into soccer. Who knows what former NBA player invited Siakam to his basketball camp? I'm going to go to Ben first.
Oh,
This is a tough one.
is it?
Luke Bahamute.
All right.
Yeah.
Does everybody else agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's been like an ambassador from Africa to NBA when it comes to a lot of those players.
Absolutely. So Luke Mbute invited Siakam to his camp, essentially kickstarting Siakam's basketball career. After a second summer at the camp, Siakam was chosen to attend Basketball Without Borders, which showcased his raw talent and led to a scholarship to God's Academy in Texas. This move brought him closer to his next step in his hoops journey, transferring to New Mexico State. So what stands out to you guys about Siakam's journey leading up to college?
Late bloomer, 17. I was actually really surprised by that because I thought it was incredible for Embiid to start at 16. There's a lot of development that has to go on for you to pretty much finish your puberty at that point and develop the skills to not only be a good basketball player, but an NBA basketball player.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at it, his first season, he was 22 years old. That means from when he started playing basketball to when he got into the NBA was only 5 years.
Right.
5 years. And, I mean, I know we've talked about Joel, similar journey. It's just crazy that he was 8 years from his beginning of basketball journey. He went from not playing basketball to winning the most improved player.
Makes sense. He played 3 years of college, which you don't see anymore. Someone with like his skill. And he also went to he didn't go to New Mexico, went to New Mexico State, which is in a pretty weak conference. So all of that adds up to how they got Pascal Siakam, and they probably developed him. What is unique is the older brothers playing basketball, and that's interesting.
It's funny you mentioned Embiid. Embiid was good at soccer. Embiid started late. Ironically, it was the elbow of Siakam that knocked Embiid out of the playoff contention for the Sixers. But
and effectively ended Doc Rivers' tenure there.
Yeah, pretty much. So Pascal Siakam redshirted the 2013-14 season at New Mexico State that Ben just alluded to. His dad was proud of his basketball success, although he had hoped that Siakam would finish at St. Andrews. But then, guys, a family tragedy struck. Just a year later, Siakam's sister called and had some really bad news. Pascal Siakam's father had been struck by a car and died several days later from his injuries. To make matters worse, he had to make the difficult decision. This is crazy. He had to make the difficult decision to miss his father's funeral because of the uncertainty of being able to re-enter the United States and risk losing his scholarship. Yeah. As you can imagine, he suffered tremendous sadness, but he threw himself into basketball, probably to cover up the pain of losing his dad. That year, he did win several awards, which I'm going to say for Ben. You guys want to hear his college stats real quick?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So in each of his seasons at New Mexico State, he played 34 games. His scoring leap was almost 8 points between his freshman and sophomore year.
Wow.
12.8 points to 20.3. His sophomore year, he grabbed almost 12 rebounds per game.
That's insane.
First over under. Scoring high at New Mexico State. Over under 33 points. Scoring high. Maurice.
I'm going to go over.
Over. Conference.
Okay. And Lucas.
Over.
Very good.
That didn't take us long this time.
Yeah. On the same page. Mm-hmm. So he scored 35 points twice at New Mexico State. One time against Oral Roberts and the other against Robert Morris.
With the 27th pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Pascal Siakam from Douala, Cameroon, and New Mexico State University.
Can somebody tell
Deontay Davis is still left behind. Pascal Siakam is the 9th international player selected in the first round. That's a new record. He did play at New Mexico State, but you heard the commissioner say from Cameroon.
Pascal Siakam is another guy with an incredibly long wingspan. 7'3" wingspan. He's just about 6'10". Grabs about 13 rebounds per 40 minutes. The overwhelming majority of his shots come right around the basket. So he's an energy big guy that's got good length, that runs the floor. He gets about 1.2 points per possession in transition. So he does a good job running the floor. I would call him a relentless rebounder. Just under 12 rebounds a game, and he plays a ton of minutes, so it's 13 per 40 minutes. Not a great athlete, a respectable face-up shot. I'm a little surprised he went in the first round. I pegged him as a second rounder, but he's got ability, and he's got an NBA skill. He can get you extra possessions because he can rebound.
I would say the fact is that he probably could have made the NBA leap after his sophomore year, but he went back for his junior year.
The competition level was really good, and I think that helped a lot when it comes to his draft stock. Usually when we do this, you usually have like a height difference, like if he grew a lot in a span, but he started playing when he was 17, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But the talent was evident.
Yeah.
He's 6'8", so...
Yeah, but I wonder what he was when he was a freshman at New Mexico.
I would imagine he's close to the same height.
Yeah.
Maybe. Ben, anything stand out to you?
Yeah, it's interesting. It got me thinking of like OG, the Raptors, the benefit of being drafted. The Jaylen Brown and Tatum thing is very unusual because they weren't their actual picks, but these rookies come in to 50-win teams already. And that's essentially what Siakam was doing. 60-win teams even, he was kind of drafted into. He probably got to develop. Him and OG Anunoby were late first, almost second round picks, and they got to develop. So Jimmy Butler, same story as Chicago. Yeah, that's kind of what stands out to me, is that he just kept developing and developing and developing.
All right, let's go to the other side of the comparison. It's time to talk about Candyman, a.k.a. The Package. Before he got those nicknames, he was born Lamar Joseph Odom on November 6, 1979 in Jamaica, New York. Life for Lamar seemingly was never easy. Turbulent would probably be the best way to describe his childhood. So his dad, guys, was addicted to drugs, and his mom died from cancer when he was only 12. His grandmother, Mildred Mercer, took Lamar in when his parents were gone, and he was raised in one of the toughest New York neighborhoods. After his mother passed, he found refuge in basketball, soon impressing older ball players on neighborhood playgrounds. Over under, his sophomore year in high school, did Lamar Odom have a growth spurt? Over under 8 inches.
I feel like it's over. But
Okay.
that poor man. That had to be. No, I'm saying like that must have like growth spurt growing over 8 inches in a short amount of time. That's not fun.
All right, I see what you're saying. Maurice, what do you think?
I will go over as well.
All right, Ben.
I'm going to go over.
Okay, you guys are all. Okay.
See, you took too long. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, 8 inches. We've never had anybody grow that much.
I grew 6 inches in the summer.
Yeah, well, that's what it was, Lucas. He grew 6 inches his sophomore year of high school. So at 15 years old, Lamar Odom was 6 feet 8 inches. He was dominating on the high school basketball court. He was skinny, but he would rebound well and run the break like a point guard. In the Catholic League Championship, Lamar scored 36 points. That year, he was a parade All-American. Growing up as a kid, who can guess Lamar Odom's basketball idol?
He's from New York. So
think about his style of play. I'll put it to you like that. Lamar Odom.
Oh, you're giving him too much of a hint.
Yeah, it's gotta be Magic Johnson.
Yeah, it's Magic.
Ben?
Magic.
All right. Good job, guys.
See, you gave him too much of a hint.
So wait, if I didn't give you that hint, would you have gotten it?
I would have said Magic, yeah.
You would have said,
I thought of New York, that almost got me, but yeah, Magic.
Yeah. His game was always the pass, the flash. That it makes sense, and the size too they're very comparable in that aspect. So Lamar Odom's teenage years, guys, were as turbulent as his early years. So he played for 3 different high schools. When he played at Christ the King High School in Queens, he had a teammate named Joseph Arbitello. He said that whenever college scouts came to watch Lamar play, he wouldn't shoot. He preferred to make an assist. His former teammate is quoted, he wanted to make everybody else look good. Any thoughts on Lamar Odom's childhood growing up?
I think that a lot of players that grew up in the 90s were influenced by Magic Johnson. A lot. Magic Johnson was everybody's favorite player, like Steph Curry is now.
Yeah, in the 90s, kids are teenagers, and they caught the tail end of Magic's career. And yeah, Magic was always on the TV. The Lakers dominated the airwaves in the TV networks in the 80s, so it makes sense. Ben, anything stand out?
Just New York. You always think of like that documentary, Hoop Dreams, New York basketball. I still think they have the like loudest fan base. They're passionate about their hoops, and so it kind of stems from this era. And like, I always think of just Hoop Dreams. I don't know about you guys, but like, not Hoop Dreams. I was gonna go see a screening of it. What's that film with Tupac where he's like the bad guy?
Above the Rim.
Didn't that take place in New York? That took place in New York, right?
Yeah, that was definitely New York.
It did, yeah. So just like for me, when I hear like 80s, 90s New York basketball, rough, like it's just Lamar Odom. We all know it's easy to visualize that because we've seen it done so often. So
yeah, just had a flashback. The actor Leon, he played was he a custodian or something? He was like putting up a 50 piece playing in that game, and he had on like cargo pants and something.
Dude, he was such an underrated actor. He was in so many like made for TV. He was The Temptations. He was such a good actor, Leon, man.
Yeah, very good actor. Anything stand out to you, Maurice?
It says a lot about his unselfishness growing up, that he wanted to get other guys involved instead of just scoring. And that really affected his game going into the NBA because he was never like a notable like power volume scorer. Versatility wise, and both of these guys are the same. They did a lot on the court, more than just scoring, rebounding, passing, all that. We'll get into that later.
Yeah, Lamar Odom always sticks out to me. I'm sure you guys remember the commercial, the bouncing ball, and then you hear the squeak of the sneakers on the court, and it's like a rap song. And you see Lamar Odom in that video just showing off his dribbling and passing skills. So, yeah, I get that whole vibe, Ben, with New York above the rim. And yeah, it's just an interesting aspect to his early start to basketball. But guess what, guys? Unfortunately, the drama followed him even through his college years. So Lamar was set to play for UNLV. Did you guys know that? I did not know he was supposed to play for UNLV. Yeah. So he was going to play for UNLV, but he was let go because his ACT scores came into question. Luckily, though, and Ben mentioned this earlier, I think off camera, he was able to play for the University of Rhode Island. So here's a trivia question. Let's see if you guys can get this one. Before going to the University of Rhode Island, he chose UNLV. Can anybody guess the reason why he originally wanted to go to UNLV? I'll give you three options. A, he was a huge fan of Stacey Augmon. B, Jerry Tarkanian convinced Odom in the recruitment process. Or C, he was at a Las Vegas nightclub one time where he saw a New York rap group, which he thought was a good omen. Of those three choices, Ben's looking like, what the hell?
I mean, that last one's too random.
Who's the rap group? Can I take a guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang? All right. Well,
I'm assuming you're going with C.
Are you going with C? You going with C? Lucas, who are you going with?
I'm going to go C.
All right, Ben?
I'm going to go C, too. That's just too random.
Damn.
Yeah, that's random.
I gave it too much detail. Damn
yeah.
I gave too much detail. Too many words. All right. So yeah, I found it was astonishing that he chose UNLV. He's at a nightclub and he sees these New York rappers. But, I mean, you would think Las Vegas is where a lot of people go to party. So it's not surprising that
what is a teenager doing in Las Vegas?
Well, I don't think he was a teenager.
Well, he was being recruited by
UNLV.
Okay.
Yeah. And I guess getting into a nightclub, I don't know. That was the research I did.
You can.
It was the 90s. Look, it was the 90s.
Yeah. And Vegas is very big, and you could. Yeah, there's not that much security, to be honest. Like
Okay.
It was and he probably looked like a grown man anyway.
Yeah, and they'd
be like, "This 6'10" dude, let him in." Yeah.
He looks like a ball player. So according to Jerry DiGregorio, the former assistant head coach for Lamar, he said, quote, "Lamar always wanted to be a collegiate athlete. I have a picture of Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson, and he always points to those guys and says, they play college ball. I want to be a college student." You guys want to hear his college numbers?
Sure.
Yep.
In his 1 year at Rhode Island, Lamar played almost 35 minutes a game. He averaged 17.6 points, 9.4 rebounds, and 3.8 assists.
Okay.
Over under 3-point percentage, 32%.
I'm going to say under.
All right. Lucas?
I'm also going to say under.
Maurice?
Under.
Wrong.
Wow, really?
33%.
Okay. Oh, wow.
33%. Yeah. Still not the best, but I figured I'd throw you off on that. In the one NCAA tournament game that Lamar Odom played in 1999, he recorded a double-double, scoring 16 points, grabbing 12 rebounds. He did rack up quite a few awards while playing in the Atlantic 10, but again, I'll leave that up to Ben.
With the fourth pick in the 1999 NBA draft, the Los Angeles Clippers select Lamar Odom from the University of Rhode Island.
Lamar Odom was raised by his grandmother, who at the age of 56 went back to school in 1980 to get her degree. She's a nurse and has been so instrumental in his life. And Lamar Odom, after 1 year at Rhode Island, coming out after his sophomore year, you heard Kenny Smith talk about the way he grew from 6'3" to 6'10". So he had all these point guard skills, and suddenly he's 6'10". He can do a lot of things.
Well, I like the pick, mainly because you have Olowokandi at the center position. You have Taylor, who had a great year at power forward. And now you add the small forward, Lamar Odom, and a guy who can intermingle. He can change positions from small forward to two guard. I like the pick because they're headed in the right direction with young guys up front who can play.
What stands out to you guys about Lamar Odom's college experience? Let's go to Maurice first.
Including high school, very turbulent way to get to a collegiate Division I school. But he got there, and then he went on to get drafted. So kudos to him for just pushing on, moving on, and keeping his dream alive.
Yeah, despite all the drama and bad things happened in his life, he said, I'm going to be a collegiate player, and he ended up going to Rhode Island.
He was a kind of a unicorn back then. There weren't that many guys that were doing, almost 10 rebounds, almost 4 assists a game.
Yeah.
I think I was following Temple. I ended up going to an A-10 school, but I definitely wasn't watching LaSalle. But I think I was watching Temple basketball. Maybe they were just on a lot. Right. And so I remember that A-10 tournament where, it was pretty much like a one-man crew on Rhode Island. It's rare to see kind of a superstar at an A-10 school, unfortunately.
Another interesting fact about Lamar Odom, when he contemplated skipping college to go pro, he actually flew to LA and he stayed with Kobe Bryant to seek counsel. He and Kobe knew each other after playing at the Adidas A, B, CD camps. So there's that connection there with LA. Speaking of LA, he actually, Ben might attest to this, he appeared in an episode of Entourage. Did you see that episode with Lamar Odom?
I actually didn't. I didn't know that. I'm not an avid Entourage guy, though.
Okay. Yeah, Entourage, I caught a couple episodes in the 2000s, but I didn't see that one.
I know him more from the other show he was on.
Lamar and Chloe or something?
Just him on the Kardashians.
Okay.
I remember, yeah.
Okay. I mentioned some drama that he had to endure or some tragedy. So to make matters worse, this is when he was an adult. He had a son. And at 6.5 months old, his son passed away. And then not too long after that, he was robbed at gunpoint. His father, I mentioned earlier, he had a drug problem. He did reconnect with his father when he got older, and he was able to kick his drug habit. So Lamar Odom, the guy gets a lot of flack and, stuff that he does on the show or, whatever he is known for in the media. But the guy went through a lot. And I think showing him some respect and love through his basketball accolades that Ben will get to and his stats that Lucas will get to and obviously teammates with Maurice. I'm glad we're doing this episode. He seemed like a good guy despite everything he went through. All right, Lucas, I'm done with my section. You all set?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right, let's do it.
Batted, but right to Pascal. Quickly into the front court. And Ken sidestep 36.
See ya! How about that for a little step-through move on R.J. Barrett?
Siakam was looking at OG. Shading that away. It's in the lane. He's feeling it, Jeff. 38.
2-for-1 zone. Let's see how they execute.
Pascal with the left. Oh, he's on fire. And he's got 40.
I love my 40s.
Get it to Pascal. He's going to use some clock. Pascal. Oh, got it. And the foul.
Those were the highlights. Here are the numbers. Pascal is 6'8", 230 pounds. And he's worn number 43 with both the Toronto Raptors and Indiana Pacers. In terms of his best season, I'm going to go with his last full season in Toronto, the 2022-23 season. In that season, he averaged 24.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, 5.8 assists, shade under a steal game, half a block game, 2.4 turnovers, while shooting 48% from the field, 32.4% from the three-point line, and 77.4% from the foul line. Initial reactions. Anybody can jump in.
At that point, Siakam was the focal point of the team.
Yes, he was. He was the very rare case that he was the number one option. Very rarely was he that number one option.
Yeah. Yeah, and he really showed his full potential, or I would say skill set at that point. Not potential, his full skill set at that point, and cemented himself as a top 25, 20 player in the NBA.
I should also note that season and the season before, he led the NBA both seasons in minutes played per game.
Okay.
Oh, he did? Okay.
At 37.4 that season, and the previous season, 37.9. What about you, Uriah?
Yeah, I think about the stats when it comes to passing. I did not know that he averaged that many assists, which is a really great connection to Odom, who is known for facilitating power forward. So I was a little surprised by that. But I'm not surprised because he's a very skilled player. He has a lot of moves in his bag. I noticed that watching highlights of him recently, he could score pretty much at any level. And he's just kind of has like a smoothness to him, just like Lamar Odom had when he played. So, yeah, I think the passing stood out to me.
All right. And Ben?
I watch, as you guys know, Raptors, so I remember that season. And it was interesting because after Kawhi left, it wasn't just Kawhi that left, it was
Marc Gasol left.
I think Ibaka left.
But they left the season after.
Yeah. But yeah, it's him and Fred VanVleet kind of took a leap forward. But that team, if you guys remember, that bubble team was a 2-seed. They still won well into the 50s. So Lowry was still able to play at a high level. But yeah, Siakam took a big leap that year.
That wasn't the bubble season. I'm talking 2022, 2023.
Oh, you're talking further. Okay. I was just saying he took a big leap when he became like the number one option. Number two option. Yeah, for sure.
You got to remember the bubble season, OG was coming along. So they still had a lot of talent.
Yeah.
They had that Miami Heat thing for a minute where like next guy up mentality. They just had that. They're like, let's develop these rookies and then next guy up. They kind of had that.
Good drafting.
Yeah, forget about Scotty Barnes.
Well, we're not talking current.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, Maurice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't. I don't even think Scotty was on that. Was he? I don't know.
No.
Anyway,
he was drafted in. He was in the 2021 draft.
Draft? Yeah. So he did. He was Scotty's teammate for like half a season. Anyway, not that season that I talked about. Guys, you guys want to talk about every season besides that one? No. So anyway, for his career averages, he's averaged 18 points, 6.7 rebounds, 3.6 assists, under a steal per game, about half a block a game, 1.8 turnovers, while shooting 49.9% from the field, 34% from the three-point line, and 76.4% from the foul line. I think the difference between these guys is the era that they played in, because, obviously Lamar was harder to get buckets back then. Mm-hmm. So, Pascal scoring numbers are going to be a little inflated, but when and I'll get to it when we talk about Lamar's, but their career averages are pretty similar outside of the scoring. Now, if we go down to career highs, and just because he is a point forward, I do want to note that he has 6 career triple-doubles as of now.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes, and we'll come back to that when we get to Lamar. But over-under 50 points as a career high for Pascal Siakam. I'll go with Ben first.
I think I'm going to go under, but barely. Maybe 48, 49.
Uriah?
I'm gonna go spot on 50. I think you're trying to trick us.
Okay. I didn't give that as an option, but okay, sure. Maurice?
I'm going to go over the league. Everybody scores 150.
Well, Maurice, you are on fire this week because you are correct.
Yeah.
52 as a career high.
52.
Okay.
He also has 19 rebounds as a career high.
Mm-hmm.
Over under 12 assists as a career high.
Over under 12
Go
assists?
with Maurice first because you got the last one right.
Well, you said over under 12 assists.
Yeah, 12 assists.
Now it's exactly 12.
Okay, yet again, didn't give that as an option, but okay. Uriah.
I'm gonna take the under on this one.
Okay, Ben.
I'm gonna take over. He moves the ball well. He's a good passer.
Okay, can I give
Ben is correct.
I was going to give it a
over. No, you can't change your
over.
answer.
It's over.
Yeah, it's a 13.
Okay.
13 is a career high. 5 steals, 4 blocks, 7 turnovers. What do you guys take away from these career highs?
I guess the 52 points, I didn't see that coming just because from my memory, he was always behind Kawhi and, Kyle Lowry was not a pure distribution point guard. Fred VanVleet was a pretty good scoring option for Toronto and when they played together. So I was not ready for that 52 points, but it just shows you his range of skill being not just a decent rebounder for his size. He's not a big guy, but he's got the height.
And I should also note, we talked about him leading the league in minutes for 2 seasons. One of those seasons, he had a career high of 56 minutes in a game.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's like a double overtime
56 minutes.
That's a
double,
lot.
triple
That's
overtime.
wild.
Yeah.
I'm realizing now I watch the Raptors too, so I feel like I always need to go last because I'm going to know a lot of these answers with him.
Okay. Well, I'm just about done here. So, Maurice or Ben, any other thoughts about the career highs? Or
Nah, I'm just really impressed with his transition to the Pacers. He can do it all. I think he is the number one option. So it was pretty obvious, Lucas, if we're going to highlight his last full season in Toronto is what you're doing. I think what stands out is they were like, hey, we're going to send you where you want to go. And I think that's really respectful because he won them a chip. He played with them for 8-9 years. So I think how he exited was really respectful.
Okay. All right. So that's it for Pascal Siakam, a.k.a. Spicy P. Let's go over to LO, a.k.a. Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom, Ralph, is terrific as the clock is running down. He knew it was ticking away. 4 for 8.
The lead is 9. Biggest of the game. Hudson, the give and the go to Mo. Odom has 7.
The quick delivery.
McCoy. Odom with the block. Hudson has had to come from 9 down against these guys in the preseason. They've dug an even deeper hole here tonight. Great catch by Odom in traffic. Odom with 5 in the clock. A 3. Bingo! Lamar Odom.
Terrific rebound, Skinner and Mo Taylor.
2-on-1. Odom slam dunk. Payton.
4 long years ago, Ralph, and Seattle was in the NBA Finals.
Odom to the hole.
He has a beautiful exchange, the give and go. Olowokandi finds the slashing, the electrifying Lamar Odom. No one's going to stop that delivery.
So those were the highlights. Here are the numbers.
Hold on. Shout out, rest in peace, Bill Walton.
Of course.
Great hearing his voice.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do an episode on him soon.
Yeah. Maurice, those were the Clippers highlights, right?
Yes. Olowokandi.
Yeah, they had Olowokandi in there.
Yeah, Olowokandi. Shout out Clipcast. Listen to the Clipcast.
That was such a good team. I like that he gave a shout out to that. Those early Clippers teams were so exciting.
They were fun to watch. Yeah.
Despite being 2 inches taller than Pascal Siakam at 6'10", he actually weighed about 15 pounds lighter at 220. Slight of frame. We remember that about Lamar Odom. And despite playing for 4 separate teams, he was able to wear his number 7 for all 4 stops.
Just like Siakam. They never changed the number.
Well, so far. Anyway, hopefully not.
Really?
Well, Pascal still has time in his career to go to different teams.
Look at you.
I'm just saying.
Projecting negativity over here.
Hey, number change sometimes is good.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'll be honest, guys. This was really hard for me to choose, and I actually had to tap Uriah here because I could not figure out, because Lamar Odom, for the most part, his stats were pretty steady for the majority of his career. With that in mind, I'm actually going to go with his second season, the 2000-2001 season with the LA Clippers. And we are going to go with that one as his highlight season here. So he averaged 17.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, 5.2 assists, 1 steal, 1.5 blocks, or close to it, 3.5 turnovers, while shooting 46% from the field, 31.6% from the three-point line, and 67.9% from the foul line.
I feel like Lamar Odom could have averaged 25 points a game. I really feel like
today
he could have. No, even back then.
Oh.
I think he could have been that dude. He could have been that number one guy. But I think whatever system he was in with the Clippers or obviously the Lakers, I mean, no one's averaging 25 next to Kobe unless you're Shaq. But I think when he was with the Clippers, I just feel like if he had more opportunities to score, if he, wasn't like that point forward like you guys were talking about, maybe his scoring numbers would be higher.
Well, I will say he never averaged more than 14 shots a game.
Ooh.
And most of the time it's between 12 and 13.
Going back to high school.
Yeah.
Listen, I think this is a really good topic because they're both versatile and both know their roles on the team. And Lamar Odom always knew his role. Like you said, he only took 14 shots. The high was 14 shots per game. He knew to facilitate. He knew he had to play defense. And he got everybody involved. He was really a big point guard in a way.
Yeah, I can't wait for Maurice to go back to that Clippers roster because I have no clue who the point guard was next to Lamar Odom. I'll be interested to hear that.
I know who his center was in his... Actually, no, that center wasn't there before he got traded to Miami. Never mind.
Well, we heard one center in the clip.
I was going to say Chris Kaman, but like...
We heard all Katie.
Yeah. What about you, Ben?
The points. It's the same thing. You're like, how did this guy not average, especially early in his career, he was good right away. I don't know how he didn't average even like 28.
Is he like Ben Simmons light? Like in terms of like he could have gotten more points if he actually wanted to, but he wanted to score more.
Similar game, a little too unselfish.
Yeah.
The difference is that he wasn't afraid to shoot.
Yeah. Well, he could shoot too.
He
pretty
good shoot.
Yeah.
All right. So career averages are 13.3 points, 8.4 rebounds, 3.7 assists, steal and a block per game, 2.3 turnovers, while shooting 46.3% from the field, 31.2% from the three-point line, and 69.3% from the foul line.
I actually think the free throw percentage is actually kind of low.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of low, wasn't it?
Yeah, 66, you said?
Under 69?
Yeah, 69.
Yeah.
69? For his career, 13 points per game, I actually thought it was a little higher than that.
Yeah. Nope, he was not that much of a scorer.
I like that he was rebounding consistently. 8 rebounds per game.
Yeah.
It's not too shabby. Yeah.
That's typical for that era. Now, remember on the other segment, I said Pascal Siakam had 6 triple-doubles. Now, Lamar Odom, did he have higher, lower, or equal to
Ooh, that's a
6
good question. Good question.
Triple-doubles.
I got to go higher than that.
Okay.
Just because he played so long, and I think he has more than 6.
Okay. Maurice?
I'm going to say equal, just because if it is true, I could definitely use that for trivia.
Okay. And Ben?
I'm going to say higher.
Okay. Maurice, you are
wrong.
Yeah. He actually had double. He actually had double the triple doubles with 12.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's only fair. His career is complete. Siakam's still playing.
Yeah.
So I said 52 points as a career high for Pascal Siakam. Over, under, or tied? Maurice, you're going to say what?
Under.
Yeah.
Under. Uriah?
Yeah, I think it's clearly under.
Yeah.
Ben?
Under.
You are all?
Yeah.
Now, what do you guys think it is before I tell you?
I'm going to say 38 points.
38 points. What do you think? Sorry, I was pointing at you, Maurice. I forgot that you can't see which screen I'm pointing at.
35.
35? Ben?
36.
Okay, Maurice was the closest at 34.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're learning that he wasn't a high volume scorer.
Mm-hmm.
This is back when the NBA, they'd have like a 93 to 87 score in that era.
There's also that he had 34 twice, including that 2000-2001 season as career highs. He had 22 rebounds as a career high, which I think, didn't I say Pascal had 19, didn't I?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. And then over under, Pascal had or tied with Pascal's 13 assists as a career high, because we are doing point forward here.
Assists, 13 assists. I'm going to go higher.
You're going to go higher, Maurice?
Higher.
Ben?
Higher.
You are all.
Wow. What?
12.
Shut up. Really?
12.
That's surprising.
You got us with that one.
I'm a little surprised too.
Okay.
Yeah. So, 12 assists, 6 steals, 9 blocks.
Whoa.
He got that during his second season. 9 blocks.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty
crazy.
impressive.
8 turnovers, of course. So what is the takeaway from this? Because there are some interesting stats here.
Yeah.
What are the takeaways for you guys?
I mean, it's got to be the 9 blocks, and kind of. I love the Ben Simmons comp. It's kind of a little too unselfish for his talents. So like, it's a little. It's something's going on a little bit to have that bad because you have to remember he could he's a left hand
mid-ranger. He had a 3-point shot.
Yeah, he could shoot. So it's not.
He could finish at the rim.
Ben Simmons. A lot of his stuff is related to like his lack of confidence. Well, his lack of confidence. So it's very unusual, Lamar Odom, that he wasn't more selfish.
Yeah.
What stands out to me is, first of all, the blocks is crazy, but back then there was a little bit more defense oriented, so I kind of get that one. The scoring, the revelation so far in this episode is Lamar Odom wasn't a great scorer, mostly because of volume, but I think he had the ability, and I think it's unfair to compare him to Ben Simmons just because he's willing. He was always a willing shooter.
There's a lot of comparisons though, because he was good right away, like Ben was. Like I remember he was like, "Oh, who's this dude?" Like really quick. I think
this is not a Ben Simmons comp, guys. This is not what we're doing.
Random thing. I think that I don't know the NBA record, but I think the Pacers are about to get the regular season scoring record, like points in a game. Speaking of Siakam,
okay.
Well, two other quick things here. We talk about Lamar Odom not having too many shot attempts in a single game. Over under 25 shot attempts in a single game as his career high.
Oh, it's going to be under since we're
talking
about
under. Okay.
Under, yeah.
What about you, Maurice?
Under.
Ben?
Yeah, under, because this is what we've been talking about.
Oh, it was over 25?
31.
What year was this?
This was...
Had to be Clippers.
This was actually...
I'll be shocked if it was Lakers.
Miami.
Oh, okay.
That's another good one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Miami. Yeah. And he had a minutes high, because I know I talked about it with Siakam, of 55 minutes in a single game. So
speaking of unselfishness, Ben was mentioning that aspect of his game. I thought that he would have more assists as a career high in a game than Pascal Siakam. I'm very surprised at that. And I think the 9 blocks is interesting. And you got to remember, there were more shots in the paint. They weren't chucking up threes like they are nowadays. So I guess it makes sense that if he's playing power forward or maybe he's playing, small ball 5 back then, which I guess they did do from time to time. Getting 9 blocks is nothing to be dismissive about. That's a huge feat.
No, I mean, some of the best defenders of all time, like I don't even know if Ben Wallace or Embiid or like Giannis, I don't even think they've had 9 blocks.
Can we not put Embiid in the list of best defenders of all time? But I get what you're saying. He's not.
You said Embiid?
He said Embiid.
Oh, well, I was saying,
Embiid
guys,
was a great defender. What are you talking about?
He was a good defender. He's
good, but he's not great.
He's not Rudy Gobert.
In order for you to be great, you need to get at least one all-defensive team. He didn't do that, but we're getting off topic.
He's had a couple of all-defensive teams.
He's not Rudy Gobert, Lucas?
Don't you start with me with that man tonight. It is 9:16.
The trigger.
I'm tired. I would not be able to stop myself once I get started.
My bad.
And just another interesting fact, his second highest recorded blocks in a single game, at least according to what I can see here on Basketball Reference, is 7 his rookie year.
Okay.
Most seasons he had at least 4 or 5.
Third quarter, accolades.
I want to thank the Raptors for believing in me, a little scrawny kid from Cameroon, 180 pounds, soaking wet. They gave me an opportunity to be at this stage and play the game that I love. I want to thank my teammates, obviously, NBA champs. The whole Raptors organization, man, the coaching staff, all those guys, we were there every single night fighting. I'm just happy that I was part of such an amazing team. I want to thank my team, Todd, Jafar, Kyla, my man Rico Hines. I mean, from the first day, man, we always put in work, and he believed in me. And like he always said, know your big picture. And there's always a bigger picture. And we're not there yet, but we're definitely in the right direction, and I'm definitely excited for that. And then lastly, I mean, all the people that definitely had a contribution to who I am today, I want to thank you. I can't say your name, but you know who you are, and I really appreciate it. At the end, I just want to give a quick message to all the African kids out there. Cameroon, I know it's hard, and it feels like we definitely, it's not possible most of the time. I just want to, tell you to believe in your dreams and go out there and work hard for it. And I promise it will happen. And like the great Nelson Mandela said, it always seems impossible until it's done. Thank you.
Man, perfect. Him mentioning Africa with Adam Silver considering branching out to other continents for the NBA to get a franchise.
And the fact that there is already a league in Africa now, too.
It's true.
Yeah, it's so that's Pascal Siakam accepting his NBA Most Improved Player award. Trivia question: what year was that, guys?
2019, I'll say.
Okay, Maurice.
I thought it was 2018.
All right, Lucas.
It was his third season, which I believe was he got drafted in 2016, so it was his 2019-2020 season.
Yep. No, you were not right. It was Uriah was right.
I said 2019.
He got drafted. He got it in his third season.
We said the same thing.
Uriah was correct. Nope. Lucas said the 2019-2020 season, which the award would have been 2020. You said 2019 season.
Okay. Yeah, the season started in 2019, but it ended in 2020.
You mean 2018?
No, the year before, yeah. The year before. I thought you already said the correct thing.
Yeah.
He's the year they won the chip. That's why I thought you guys were going to get it. It was the year they won the chip. The 2019 season. He took a major leap. We obviously, here goes my Sixers reference. We obviously know how good he was in that 7-game series. And you were kind of like, who the F is this dude? I remember being like, where did he come from? Because we remember the Raptors as the team that kept losing to LeBron.
Yeah.
In Toronto, they kept getting the DeRozan Lowry iteration was a great regular season team, but they just couldn't get over the hump. And it wasn't just the Kawhi Leonard trade; it was the development of pretty much Pascal Siakam, because there was some series where he was their second option. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah,
he was essentially their second option. Their 2A, 2B, him or Lowry.
I think we forget how good that Raptors team was. It wasn't a fluke they beat. They won a championship. I'll get into that team later, but
what? Yeah, and the really quick, the people sleep on how they had to beat the super team Sixers. They had to beat the Bucks that were super team. I think that Bucks team won like 65 games or something like that year. And then they obviously, played an inch. But that team is one of the more underrated teams if you go on that roster. All right, so let's get into it. This kind of surprised me. How many All-NBA teams do you think Pascal Siakam has? I'm going to start with Lucas. All-NBA.
I think it's one.
Okay. Maurice.
It's one or two. Be different. I'm going to say two.
I'll go with Lucas on this one. One.
Maurice, you are the winner. You're correct.
No,
I was surprised because the forward position is really competitive. I was surprised, and essentially, if you're All-NBA, you're considered a top 15 player that year.
Yeah.
So I was pretty shocked he got two, I'm going to be honest. So he was All-NBA second team in 2020. So, Lucas, that was the season that you thought that was the bubble season where Siakam became the number one option. So he was second team that year. That's a surprise. Think about, you got Jimmy Butler, you got KD. I mean, KD was hurt that year. You got Jason Tatum,
LeBron.
I mean, LeBron. Yeah, that second team, that's impressive. 2 years later, he got All-NBA third team. So that was the last time the Raptors were kind of a playoff team when they were the 5 seed. He was a third team. So pretty good as the first or second option. How many times was Pascal Siakam an All-Star? I'll do an over-under. I'm going to say 4. He got one this year. Give you a hint.
Yeah.
I'm going to go start with you, Ryan.
4.
Counting this year. Over under 4.
Yeah. Oh, man, this is tough. I'll say over.
Okay. Lucas?
Under.
Maurice?
Under.
All right. Uriah? Sorry, bud. You're wrong. It's 3.
I love the way Ben does it.
He was so, empathetic. I'm sorry, bud.
I know.
I hate to break this to you, but...
All right. So Pascal Siakam clearly he just got better and better. So in his college years, I'm going to include that. So this is where it's confusing. They're in Conference USA now, but they were in the WAC. That's where he was the WAC Player of the Year in 2016. He was the WAC Freshman of the Year in 2015. So he must have redshirted his freshman year. So again,
he did
the player development. Again, he really got to. We've seen players really benefit from just training and being around people that are better than them, and that kind of exposure. Mm-hmm. So he was a redshirt freshman. So he did 3 years at New Mexico State. So he was the WAC Player of the Year. I have a question. Was he All-American?
I would say, yeah. By his junior year, I would say, yeah.
I would say, yeah, as well.
I don't remember him being All-American. I'm going to say no.
So he was AP Honorable Mention All-American. So honorable mention.
So is that technically All-American?
I don't know, actually. I think it does count. I think it does count because it's an accolade, so it does count. He was honorable mention All-American.
Okay.
So it wasn't first or second team. I think it's essentially third. I think it's essentially third team. I mean, the WAC, they're not getting too much airtime back then, so the fact he was a first-round draft pick, a lot of that had to do with, I know this personally, the Raptors owner is from Africa, and he really likes to develop African players. Mm-hmm. And so Pascal...
Not the owner, the GM.
The GM is African, and so he likes to draft African players. So he's a big reason why Pascal was drafted in the first round, because he was kind of like an undersized power forward. So Pascal kind of redshirted in the NBA. He was in the D League. And so I have a question. Did they win the D League championship?
Yes, I think they did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
Maurice?
It wasn't Nick Nurse the head coach at the time?
Correct.
I'll go with them, yes.
They were the D League champion, and Pascal Siakam was the D League Finals MVP. So this was his rookie year, so in 2017. The following year, he kind of started slipping into the rotation during second year. And then third year is when he took the big leap. One big award that Pascal Siakam has won that many players have not is he is a NBA champion.
Yeah.
And no defensive awards. That was a little bit of a surprise. I thought in that 2019 season he was considered a good defender. All right, what stands out to you guys?
Well, most improved player. Remember, he took a huge leap. I think it was in college. It was high school or college. I can't remember my own damn segment. But he's a player that learns quickly, applies what he gets with his training, and he's really developed a all-around game even to this day. Can he still earn more accolades as an Indiana Pacer? Of course he can. With a point guard next to him like Halliburton, I think he can reach those heights. As far as his development, like you guys mentioned the G League, when I was covering the Blue Coats for Philly Sports Network, I remember they were playing against the Toronto G League team, the 906ers, I think they're called. It is crazy. It was like I was watching a bunch of Pascal Siakams on the court at the same time.
905
right.
Raptors.
Thank you.
Yeah, 905, yeah.
Yeah, so like Toronto, what they do in the pros is pretty much identical in the G League. All guys that are 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", throwing up threes left and right, running the break, playing really great defense. So, yeah, I think the whole development thing kind of ties into Siakam being successful. And his roots are in Toronto, and, you know, it's a great organization, and it has been for a while.
Yep.
I think for me, when it comes out to Pascal Siakam, is that he's never going to be like, and this goes back to what you said earlier, is like he's never going to be the face of a team. He's never going to get necessarily the accolades I think he necessarily deserves. But, you know, he is, believe it or not, one of the most underrated all-stars in the NBA, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wherever he goes, they win. So, like, you gotta, whatever he's doing is working.
Yep.
Yeah. What really stands out to me is, first of all, he had amazing development from the Raptors organization. And when he did come up and when he did make an impact, hey, you're standing next to Kawhi Leonard. At that time, one of the best top 5 players in the league. And he just comes there, helps them win championships and leaves. But that 1 year, very influential in Siakam's career.
I think that's what stands out to me. It's the progression.
Yeah.
It's really like just steady, man. And he just keeps getting better and better. And then, I mean, currently where we're filming this, the playoffs are around the corner. Don't sleep on the Pacers. I mean, they are winning at the right time. I think they have the best coach in the Eastern Conference, personally. That's just me. And
he's better than Mazzulla?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He won a champion. Yeah, he's way better than Mazzulla, I think. Mazzulla just has a super team.
You may have a point there. The Pacers just scored 162 points tonight, by the way.
In regulation, yeah. It's really kind of inspiring almost to kind of see just a player continually get better and then just fit a system. And I'm going to segue over to another player that kind of fits a system and is even probably more underrated than Siakam.
Yeah, agreed.
All right.
My honor to be here today to present Lamar Odom of the Los Angeles Lakers with the 2010-11 Kia NBA Sixth Man of the Year. Lamar?
You know, thank you to my family, my wife, my mother-in-law, and my extended family, you know, my teammates. It's been a long time coming, you know. I just kept at it. You know what I'm saying? I've learned so much from, you know, the dudes in my locker room, Derek and Kobe. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm blessed, you know, to be around you guys and, you know, play with so many great talented players. Powell and Shannon, I'm looking at all y'all, Luke, you know, and my boys, man. And, you know, there's a couple of people here I wish that was here to see it, you know? But I just want to let y'all know I'm thankful, man.
All right, that is Lamar Odom accepting the 2010 NBA Sixth Man of the Year with the Lakers.
You know, you hear these guys accept these awards, and we've been doing this for over a year now, and you hear certain speeches, and you feel it.
Yeah.
That acceptance is like from a place of someone who's hit rock bottom, and it's just very humble. You know, that just was touching, that speech.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, very emotional, very raw. The Lakers were kind of his resurrection as far as the type of player he can be.
Yeah.
I always forget until Lucas mentioned it. I forgot he did that Miami season, that random Miami season.
Yeah.
In like 03, 04. I think we all probably forgot it. All right. So Lamar Odom, how many All NBA teams do you think Lamar Odom was a part of?
Wow. Odom, All NBA, probably not that many. I'll say 1.
I'm going to go 1 as well.
I'm going to go 0.
Okay. Lucas, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, he was a sixth man the majority of his career. He's not Manu Ginobili, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think he was ever an All-Star, guys?
Yes, I do believe he was an All-Star.
I think he was a one-time All-Star.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.
0.
Lucas is right again.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
So I think it has a lot to do with he was kind of always on good teams as well. So he fit the role. So his numbers weren't. We talked about the numbers, and I looked at the teams that we always think of the Lakers, but it wasn't just the Lakers that he was on. That was a perennial playoff team.
Right.
So I think that affected his kind of stats, I would say. I'm trying to think of like a comp now. Obviously, we're comparing Pascal. Pascal is a little bit one but I'm trying to think of like another type of player that just should have been an All-Star. We talked about or All NBA.
Ellis.
Yeah, there you go. So no All-Star, no NBA. So he was the NBA Sixth Man of the Year again, 2010. He almost won Rookie of the Year. He was the NBA All-Rookie First Team in 2000. And
who beat him out?
In 2000, I want to say it was Elton Brand beat him out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I remember that was like a tight. I remember that was a tight race. God, I was watching a lot of basketball back
at that point, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was the team that drafted him.
Yeah, I think Elton actually was one of the. I think he did 2010 as a rookie. Going back to his college years, that one college season, he was the Atlantic 10 MVP. He was the Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Year. So this is what's interesting. I didn't realize this, and Uriah mentioned this. So he was the Parade Player of the Year in '97. So that's, you guys mentioned Kobe, and I'm like, the years don't really add up, even with 1 year college. So he clearly missed a year of, I'm not sure what he did, but you mentioned the ACT.
Yeah.
He just didn't play basketball for a year. I'm sure he played, but he didn't play for an organization. So he kind of took a gap year. So I'm not sure if he was a redshirt at URI. It doesn't say he was, but he didn't. Right. He technically graduated high school in '97, but then didn't play for another 2 years.
Right. Yeah, there was some stuff going on at UNLV besides the ACT stuff. So yeah, he had a rocky transition from high school to college.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask, how many NBA championships has he won? Remember, he played for the Mavericks as well. So how many NBA championships has he won?
He played for the Mavs?
Yeah,
season.
I forgot.
He played for the Mavs, and then he went back to the Clippers. Yeah.
See, that throws you off because Dallas won with Dirk. I'll say he won 2. He won with the Lakers.
All right, Lucas.
He's won 2 both with the Lakers.
It's 2.
And Maurice.
Yeah.
All right. Lucas and Maurice, you're right.
Oh wait, I said that too.
Yeah, but you said with the Mavericks.
No. No, I said with 2 with the Lakers. But whatever. I'll give it to you guys.
He did go to the Mavericks after they won the championship, though. Yeah, and so I remember that was a big signing because he had a good playoff run. But
did he sign or did he get traded? Because I thought he got traded because he almost got traded in that Chris Paul trade. Hang on, I'm checking.
Who was he traded for?
Traded mid-season by the league. Oh no, not mid-season because of the lockout.
Yeah.
He got traded with a 2012 second-round pick to the Mavericks for a first-round pick that became Mitch McGary. So that pick didn't even stay in LA, and Mitch McGary was a bust. So, yeah.
His career is a little... it's interesting with the Benson. It's a little what-ify, right?
Yeah.
Even though he's won championships and he was very important for that Lakers team.
They had a triple tower, basically, because they could have played him at small forward, Powell at power, and then Bynum. Yeah.
That's I just remember front line.
If you go from his kind of like his first 2 years with the Clippers and the Clippers young core, you're like, oh, this guy's going to be a superstar, not even like an all-star. And going off his 1 year at URI, and yeah, it was just kind of surprising. So that's kind of my note is what happened to him personally, I'm sure affected his play, if we're being real.
Well, and that goes back to the stats. You know, I said at the beginning of his stats, I'm like, there really isn't a 1 year that super stands out. And it seems like, some players come into the NBA and they hit their ceiling a couple years in. He hit a ceiling right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his ceiling. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some players are made NBA ready. And I mean, look, averaging 13, 8, and 3s, almost 4 assists a game for career average for a guy that's 6'10", that's a pretty good career, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just weird because like his rookie year, he was averaging like 17 and like 8.
Yeah,
and like his teams were actually kind of good. Like those early Clippers teams were decent. And so what stands out to you guys?
Well, that's the difference in this comparison between the two of them was Lamar was kind of ready, NBA ready, and Siakam needed some time to develop. Both of them came out really good players, don't get me wrong. But Lamar Odom had an immediate impact, and his career was kind of steady, whereas Siakam's trajectory can rise a little bit further than Odom's.
Quick question, because I'm looking at the playoff stuff for him, right? Pulled that up. For the year that they got Pau Gasol, he started all the games, including the playoffs. Does that mean he played small forward during that time, or did he come off, or was Bynum injured and Gasol played center?
No, Odom's a small forward technically.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
they list him as a power forward for the majority of his career.
He played small forward. Like they would roll out. Like he would play small forward with Bynum. I mean, I remember those games. They'd play all three of them.
Yeah,
pretty effortlessly.
The first year that Gasol got there, yeah, but then afterwards they moved him to the bench and he thrived there too. I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to remember and I'm having a hard time remembering, honestly.
So I'll jump in real quick. I think that although their accolades aren't on the same par, I think this comp is mostly about their multi-talented basketball abilities, obviously their height and their frame, because they're both slender guys. But I think when it comes to the sixth man of the year, I think to me that's always a huge accomplishment, because if you've ever played basketball, coming right off the bench, mid first quarter, you got to warm up. That's always an impressive feat. I think Odom, like you said, Ben, like a lot of what ifs with him, a lot.
Yeah, and it's tough to know what, given his personal life, like if that affected him during his career. You know, there was too much drinking. Who knows? Right. So we weren't there. So
yeah.
All right, let's move on to teammates.
Hang on, before you go, Andrew Bynum was injured that 2008 season that they lost to the Celtics.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
So it was Lamar and Gasol front court. Anyway, small potatoes, but that was the first NBA playoff I really paid attention to, and I did my research.
They made that finals. Yeah, I always forget about that random finals. Yeah.
Fourth quarter, teammates.
And then, of course, I have to ask you, because you were teammates with Pascal Siakam, how much did he mean to you and to the organization as a whole?
He meant a lot to me. He meant a lot to this organization. He's been here his whole life, his whole career in the NBA. You know, that's really big for the organization. All the dedication, hard work, effort he put in here. You know, he showed his love every single day. Came to the gym every single day, worked on his craft, worked on his game. You know, I love him as a brother. It hurts, but, you got to keep moving on. You got to keep fighting. The better's going to come for him.
Great win tonight.
Thank you.
That was Scotty Barnes talking about his teammate.
Scotty Barnes, okay.
Pascal Siakam. All right, so with the 27th pick in the 2016 NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors selected Pascal Siakam. Let's go to his rookie season. He came into the Raptors. They were already competitive. His rookie season, they were 51-31, coached by Dwayne Casey. Masai Ujiri was the executive. This was the era of the Raptors where they just couldn't beat LeBron. Yeah, they just couldn't beat him.
A lot of people couldn't beat LeBron.
Yeah, they lost in the second round to the Cavaliers. They got swept 0-4. Here are some of the teammates. This is Lucas might like these names because this is the era he remembers. Damari Carroll.
Yep.
You guys remember Bruno Caballo?
Oh, he was 2 years away from being 2 years away.
He was never away. He was always away.
No idea who that is.
DeMar DeRozan.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Serge Ibaka.
Yep.
Serge.
Corey Joseph.
They traded for him from Orlando, I think.
Yeah. Corey Joseph.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Lowry.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Patterson.
I liked him.
Yeah. A player I always liked, Norm Powell.
Yep.
Oh, he's a star now.
Yeah. Ridiculous season right now.
Terrence Ross.
Yep.
Okay.
He was a little bit of a flame thrower. Yep.
Yeah. PJ Tucker.
Yep.
PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Yep.
PJ Tucker played on Toronto?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Jonas Valanciunas, yep.
Jonas.
DeLone Wright.
PJ's played everywhere, I think.
Yeah.
DeLone Wright, yep.
DeLone Wright and Fred VanVleet.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a rookie that year. This was a really good team. Very competitive team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah, they just couldn't get past LeBron. Now, this team, this was the championship. I'm moving to the 2018-19 Raptors. 58-24, coached by Nick Nurse. Ujiri still the executive.
Mm-hmm.
Won the NBA championship that year. They beat the Golden State Warriors 4-2. Now, we know the Warriors that season, they had some injuries, but don't take anything away from Toronto. They were still a really good team that season. Some of his teammates were. They got a lot of teammates here, too.
There were some trades.
Yeah,
so
there was some trades. Yeah,
I'll tell you who was traded.
All right. But really good roster. There was a name I forgot. He was a pivotal player. I'll get to it. OG Anunoby.
Yep.
Remember, Nick Nurse made Chris Boucher a good NBA player.
Yes.
Yeah. Marc Gasol.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Traded for him, yep.
Yeah, so both of these comparisons, they played with Gasol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pivotal player, role player that helped his team win. Danny Green.
Yes.
Ibaka. Here's a name. Jeremy Lin.
Yes, he was on the roster.
Yeah, he was.
He got a
the
ring.
end of the bench guy, but he was on that roster. Got that championship.
I mentioned Lowry. Jody Meeks.
Jody Meeks got a
ring?
ring?
He was. Yeah.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greg Monroe.
They released him or traded him. One of the two.
I'm pretty sure he got a ring out of it.
And they beat him in the playoffs later on that postseason.
Yeah. And, of course, Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi.
Yeah. The main piece that pushed him over top.
You guys like my Kawhi laugh? Ben is not impressed. Ben's like, you got to edit that.
I was like, what's going on? It took me a while to figure out what's going on. It's pretty good, though.
He's a fun guy. Kawhi's a fun guy.
I can't even see you. My God. That whole clip is freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, so let me ask you guys this. Who complimented Siakam's game the most so far in his career? Ben?
Probably Fred. I'd say because
that's a good one.
They were kind of they kind of came up together, and there were a couple years there where it was like pretty fun to watch. So I'd say Fred.
So Lucas, I think I know who you're going to say. On the count of three, we're going to say who complimented him the most. You ready?
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Gasol.
Kyle Lowry.
Oh, I guess I don't know you. I don't know you as well. I said Gasol. Marc Gasol.
I mean, I get why you would say that.
Okay, why? Why would I say that?
Well, no, because Gasol was a playmaking center, defensively made up for hit. Helped
which is the reason why you're going to change your answer to match mine.
No. I'm not changing my answer. Kyle Lowry was still in his prime at that point, playing elite basketball. Was the second option on a championship team. Ran the offense. Really, probably helped him get to his spots and excel because. During that season, despite Pascal Siakam averaging 16 points a game, he was doing all the little things like back cuts, offensive rebounding, those type of things, like mainly like cutting off the ball. That's how he got his points at that point. So that's Kyle Lowry there. I mean, a little bit of Marc Gasol too, don't get it wrong, but it's Kyle.
Okay.
And Marc Gasol was your answer, right?
Yeah, I stick by my answer.
Yeah, I think,
For the reasons Lucas said.
Yeah, I agree with Lucas. Kyle Lowry is the ultimate team guy, floor general. He's been through it all. He's seen it. Yeah, it was Kyle Lowry, for me anyway. Who won the most games with Siakam?
Ooh, this is a good question.
Now, obviously, it's a Raptor. He's only played a year and a half.
It's got to be Kyle Lowry.
Okay.
Fred VanVleet. Actually, no. I feel like, is it a starter or a non-starter?
He can't tell us that.
I can't tell you that. It's a Raptor.
Okay. Hang on, I'm trying to think of any random Raptors that survived all of this along with him. That was on the roster. Thad Young wouldn't be it. Yeah, I'll say Fred VanVleet, but I don't love it.
Well, you should love it because you're right. And Ben.
Hey, me and Ben are right. There you go.
It was actually 260 wins.
Wow, that's a lot
Colorado
of games.
was laid down third. He was 211.
Okay.
And actually, second was OG Anunoby, 232. All right, so we're going to move on now to this current team, the Indiana Pacers, who, as of this recording, is 41-29, coached by Rick Carlisle, and their executive is Kevin Pritchard. Some of his teammates are Obi Toppin, TJ McConnell, shout out TJ McConnell.
TJ.
Miles Turner, Andrew Nembhard.
Okay.
Thomas Bryant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. He's still in the league?
It's not like he's super old. He just had some injuries.
He's only 7 years, so.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Aaron Nesmith.
He's a really good defender.
Yeah. Isaiah Jackson. And, of course, Tyrese Halliburton.
Of course.
Fun fact, on a 10-day deal, he used to be with this former Sixer. This former Sixer joined the Pacers this season on a 10-day deal and played with
Who was that?
Pascal Siakam.
Who is that?
It's not here.
Number third overall pick himself, Jahlil Okafor.
Oh, I did remember hearing
that. Yeah,
I did remember hearing that.
That's a good.
There, now
like
my
that.
family.
I like that.
There we go.
No, but that's like that's generational. That's good.
Yeah,
he's been playing with the Fort Wayne Mad Ants forever, and they gave him a 10-day, and that was about it.
Shout out to him.
Mad Ants.
Getting an NBA check. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Oh, and before we leave, a really, really good young player. I like his game a lot. Benedict Matherin.
Benedict Matherin.
Ben Matherin. If I can say it right. Yeah, I like his game. A lot. I forget that he's from Canada.
He can hoop.
Yeah. Montreal.
All right, so finishing up on Siakam, which, if any, teammates throughout his career so far stand out? I'm going to start with Uriah.
I just got to go Kawhi because without Kawhi,
the Claw,
they don't win a championship without him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's true.
He turned into a super duper star. I mean, he was already a superstar at San Antonio, and then things went south with him and that organization. So he went to the Raptors for 1 year, gave them their first championship, and I think Lucas, when we interviewed Sherwin Vassallo, did he mention that after the first Raptors championship, basketball popularity increased like a tremendous amount? Yeah. So shout out to Kawhi for putting Toronto on the map after many years of, I guess, coming up short, even with Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady and Damon Stoudemire. I mean, you name it, they've had a lot of great players, but it just took Kawhi and Nick Nurse and these players that you just mentioned, including Siakam, to bring home a championship.
Yeah.
You know how I always try to find players that play with.
Yes, hit us.
I'm doing that right now. While Maurice, you can keep on going. I'm just doing that.
Yeah,
I guess Ben can go.
Clicking too, but yeah, we can move on.
Sorry.
I think you got to do Kawhi just because of like he was like he turned into Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
in that play that was just
he did.
No, he just and then like the second round they put him on Giannis. He was just like prime Michael Jordan. Then he shuts Giannis down. It was like, dude, like after he just destroyed us, like he really leveled his game up to be like he was the best player in the league, like in my opinion, hands down.
Yeah,
that year. So is what it is.
And Lucas, technically, it's Marc Gasol, but Marc Gasol never actually played with the Lakers, but he was on the Lakers.
I don't have a player yet, but I do have a coach. Lamar Odom was on the Dallas Mavericks in 2011-2012.
Rick Carlisle. Oh, nice. I love when you guys do that. That's so much fun.
Rick Carlisle.
That's a good one. Good job. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm still searching.
All right.
I ain't done yet.
Well, we can bring it in during the Odom segment.
I'm hoping he gets back involved in coaching. He's such a smart player. He's an entertainer. He loves the LA lifestyle. So I'm hoping he kind of gives up that LA lifestyle and just entertain, his passion, which is his intelligence for the game, his charisma, his likableness. People love to be around him, and he can take all that energy and give it back to kids. Maybe be a high school coach. maybe be a elementary school coach or maybe just be a college coach. One day maybe be an NBA coach. I would like to see him do something like that.
Yeah, so that was Ron Artest, a.k.a. Man of World Peace, talking about his teammate Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom was drafted with the 4th pick in the 1998 NBA draft by the Los Angeles Clippers. Here are some of his teammates, his rookie season as a Clipper. Now, I think Uriah mentioned earlier, who was the point guard on those Clippers, those early Clippers teams?
Yes, please let us know.
Well, I'll say this. Not anyone really noticeable. Lamar was kind of like the de facto point guard. But let me throw some names at you guys. Derek Anderson.
I remember the name.
Played for the Spurs for a little bit.
They actually, and this is I'm going by Basketball Reference, they actually had 4 point guards on this team. Troy Hudson, Charles Jones, Eric Murdoch, and Jeff McInnes.
Okay, McInnes played for North Carolina, I think.
Yeah. Some of his other teammates, Michael Olowokandi, Brian Skinner. Overall, not a great bunch of talent on this team. And Michael Olowokandi, first overall pick, didn't really do anything in the league. That was the Clippers. They weren't that good that year. Actually, I forgot to give the record, which was not noticeable, memorable. But they were 15-67. They were coached by.
My God.
Yeah, that's a lot of L's. They were coached by.
a lot of L's.
They were coached by Chris Ford and Jim Todd. So they were so bad. Chris Ford got, I guess, fired for Jim Todd.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, though, here's a good one. Their executive that season, Elgin Baylor.
Elgin Baylor was the executive for a very long time.
Shout out Elgin Baylor, a legend. All right, so we can move on. Let's go to the 03-04 Miami Heat. Their record that season was 42-40, coached by Stan Van Gundy. Their executive was Randy Funn. They lost in the second round 4-2 to the Pacers. This was like the Pacers' really good run that they were on, but, the Heat were like a year away. Some of his teammates that season, Malik Allen.
Whoa, I went to high school with Malik Allen.
Did you really?
We sat at the same lunch. Yeah, we sat at the same lunch table.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Malik
How
Allen.
did you never tell us that you went to high school with an NBA player before?
Yeah, you never told us that.
Yeah, just because, it was so long ago. It was like 1992 or 3, so I don't even...
that was the year that I was born, right?
Yeah.
Where did he go to? Where did Malik Allen go to college?
He went to Villanova.
Yeah,
he's still working. Right. He's an assistant coach with the Heat still. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Shout out
was he on the Tim Thomas team? No, was he before that? Kerry Kittle. He was on the Kerry Kittle's team.
I think he was Kerry Kittle's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out Malik Allen. Here's a name for you: Rayford Alston.
Hey, skip to Malou.
Yeah. 2 butlers: Karan Butler, Rasul Butler.
R.I.P. Rasul.
Rasul, yeah. Al LaSalle. Bimbo Coles.
Yes, Bimbo Coles.
His name is Bimbo?
Yes. Yes, it
I
is.
just want to
real
clarify.
We're gonna have
that was his name.
We should have a comparison episode on nicknames. Bimbo, Bubbles.
Shout out Bubbles.
What's another? Sleepy Bimbo.
Bubbles is how I get how Bubbles happen and when he's little, but how Bubbles stood through the test of his career is wild.
As an adult,
come on, man. Yeah, you feel me?
Bro,
how did Bubbles?
What's up, Bubbles?
And then college, and then let's keep it going. Bubbles. It's
fat Bubbles.
Well, yeah, they have a fat lever.
Fat lever, yeah.
All right, back to the roster. Brian Grant, we mention him all the time. UD, Udonis Haslem.
Udonis Haslem was on that team?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, dude. He came in the same year D-Wade did.
Oh,
he was just undrafted.
He was a rookie that year, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Tyrone Hill.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Hill?
He played with rookie D-Wade. That's right. I forgot about that.
Shout out Temple, Eddie Jones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
OG Eddie Jones, yeah.
Of course, Dwayne Wade, Samaki Walker.
I don't remember him.
John Wallace.
I think this They didn't play together. I think Eddie Jones was when the Lakers was traded to the Heat.
For
He was traded to Charlotte. He was traded to Charlotte.
Yeah.
No, he was traded to Charlotte.
Do you want me to look it up?
He wasn't traded for Odom, though.
No?
Hang on, I'm looking it up.
Eddie Jones went to Charlotte after LA.
It might have been a 3-team deal.
did?
Hang on,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie Jones was not a part of the trade. Miami traded Caron Butler, Brian Grant, a 2006 first-round pick, which became Jordan Farmar, 2007 second-round pick that became Renaldus Sebutis to the Lakers for Shaq. They only got 3 players and a first and a second for Shaq. I feel like LA was selling low on that.
Yeah.
Well, they just wanted to get Shaq out of here at that point.
Yeah.
I don't think teams, because you remember the Barkley trade, I don't think teams had that much power in what they got back. It wasn't like it is now where it's a little bit more equal value.
And by the way, he wasn't traded to Miami. Lamar was never traded to Miami. He signed there as a free agent.
Okay.
That means the Clippers never brought him back.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this rule was back in that day, but he only played 4 seasons with the Clippers, which means they didn't exercise his 5th-year option. If that was an option back then, I don't know.
Back then, Shaq did it too. That was really, really, really common, Lucas, where like a team, they would draft someone really high, they would play their rookie deal, and then they would leave in free agency. You guys remember that? And then they
So there must have not been a 5th-year option or a restricted free agency.
It was actually a really big problem because teams would invest in these players and then they wouldn't re-sign. And they just were kind
When
of
did
screwed.
restricted free agency start? Just curious, do you guys remember?
That's
probably around that
you
time.
could probably Google that.
It probably exists because of that. Because too many guys would leave after the rookie deal.
Because didn't Tracy McGrady do the same thing?
Tracy did the same thing. Almost everyone did. Marcus Camby. He got traded. Damon Sotomayor, I think, did.
Yeah, but the Shaq one is the most notable one, though.
No, Maurice, you know what? Tracy was he was in the 97 draft, so he did just walk off.
Because it was supposed to be him, Grant, and Tim Duncan, like we've talked about in that Tracy McGrady episode.
Yeah.
All right, so am I good with the Eddie Jones, or I'm good with that, right?
Eddie Jones was not a part of that trade for Lamar.
He wasn't. Okay. All right, let's get back to it. You guys remember John Wallace?
Yep. Syracuse.
Yes.
He was actually a really good
Also,
player.
and He Got Game.
Yes.
Oh, he was in that movie?
Yeah, he's one of the. I mean, Travis Best. There are a lot of NBA players on that team.
Yeah.
Travis Best, John Wallace, and Walter McCarthy were like with Ray Allen on that team.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
The college team, right? Yeah.
No, the high school team. Actually,
the high school team. Okay.
Rick Fox was the guy who. Yeah, we should do a basketball comparison. We should do a basketball movie comparison where we watch it. We rewatch.
Yeah.
No, we should do like a He Got Game. We should all watch it. Homework. Watch and compare like who He Got Game to Above the Rim or something.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah.
All right. First of all, shout out. I put my Homer hat on for a second. Shout out the Miami Heat roster. They had a couple Big Five players on this team. Temple, LaSalle, Villanova. Just shout out that.
Just needed a St. Joe's player, and
we don't have a St. Joe's player on this roster anyway.
Just a note: restricted free agency started during the '99 lockout.
Okay, it was
there
a part
you go.
of CBA. Okay.
Yep.
There you go. That's interesting. We just figured that out because Shaq was the worst case of it, but then it became an issue. So it's interesting. Lamar Odom.
So Lamar was part of the '99 draft. So I wonder if his contract was not included in that new deal. Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so we can move on to the 2008-2009 Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I went with this one over the other championship team just because they had a better record. They were 65-17, really good team. Coached by Phil Jackson, executive Mitch Kupchak. They won the NBA Finals 4-1 over the Orlando Magic. Some of his teammates were Trevor Ariza, Shannon Brown, of course, Andrew Bynum.
Of course.
Jordan Farmar, someone mentioned him earlier. Derek Fisher. Shout out Derek Fisher.
Okay.
Paul Gasol. Here's a name Lucas might know. Chris Mim.
Chris
Mim
Mim.
was Chris Mim. I thought you were about to say Ronnie Terrioff. I would have gotten more excited about Ronnie Terrioff.
He's a big man from
Chris
Texas.
Mim was Chris Mim.
Oh, here's another good name for you. Adam Morrison.
Yes, he was on that roster.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he was so good
Mr.
in college.
Mustache himself.
Yeah, he was good in college.
He was killing it in college.
Yeah.
I wonder what he looks like now.
Too.
I'm going to Google it.
Sasha Vujacic.
Vujacic.
Yeah, Vujacic, I think.
Here was the name. Luke Walton.
Luke Walton, yeah.
Yeah. And, of course, Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe,
yeah. Now, from a talent aspect, I mean, it had some good players, but, they weren't that deep. But when you got Kobe, Gasol, Bynum, and Odom, that's a big four, actually. And don't sleep on Derek Fisher either. All right, so who won the most games with Lamar Odom? I'm actually going to give an over-under on this one. And the over-under number is 370.
who played that many games with him? I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'll just say Kobe Bryant.
Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
What is it, over or under, though?
I'll just guess under.
I'm going to say over.
Over.
It's actually over, and it is Kobe. Kobe and Lamar played 7 seasons together. They won 374 games together.
Okay.
You guys should check the Slack. I just sent you guys a picture of Adam Morrison now.
Okay.
Where is it, in random?
Yeah, it's in
Oh,
random.
wow. Whoa. Not what I expected. Wow.
No
looks
more
like
mustache.
Whoa. I mean, he's aged a lot. Wow, man. He looks like he's like 55. It's crazy.
Yeah. He's
in his 40s.
I don't think he is.
No, he got drafted in 2006, so...
No, I'm
If
still
he's
in my
like-
30s.
He looks like
Lucas,
Bill.
I'm still in my 30s, and I'm older than him.
He looks
'Cause I
like
graduated
hang
college
on.
in 07.
He looks like Bill Hader. A little bit.
yeah, he does.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yes, he does. I love
That's
it.
who he looks like, yeah.
Yes, he does, yeah.
Let's see here now. Adam Morrison is 40. Ha, I'm right.
Ah, there you
Exactly
go.
40,
All right.
okay.
He was born in 1984.
Okay.
He's a
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So, yeah, Kobe and Lamar Odom together won 374 games. They played 7 seasons together. Yeah, so I think that was a pretty obvious one. Let me go to his final season with the Clippers. Back to where he started. 2012-2013 Clippers. They won 56, lost 26 games. Their coach was Vinny Del Negro, and their executive was Jerry Sachs. They lost in the first round to the Grizzlies 4-2, and some of his teammates were Matt Barnes, Chauncey Billups,
Chauncey.
Yep.
That's right.
Eric Bledsoe,
Young Eric Bledsoe.
yep, Caron Butler again, Jamal Crawford, Willie Green. This is actually a really good roster.
Willie Green.
Yeah, they were good. That team, that was right before they were like the perennial 50-win Clippers.
Okay.
And I don't think Blake played that season because of the knee.
No,
Right.
this was
I think
his
he did
second
play.
year. This is his second year.
Oh, it's the second
Okay.
year.
Yeah, his rookie
Yeah.
year he wasn't playing, yeah. Blake Griffin, Grant Hill,
Oh, yeah.
DeAndre Jordan,
Yep.
Yeah.
of course, Chris
good
Paul, Ronnie
JJ,
Turef.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a really good roster.
So he played with Ronnie in both LA teams. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys this: which teammate, who was the perfect role player to play with Lamar Odom throughout his career?
He's not a role player, but I think the best fit next to him is Kobe Bryant.
I'm actually gonna go.
Lamar's super selfish.
Wait,
Why not
Kobe
have the guy
is a
that
role
does...
player?
No, I'm saying he's not a role player.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with the guy who also has 5 rings, Derek Fisher. I just think he's such a good role player, man.
I think everybody thinks Derek Fisher.
Yeah, it's Derek Fisher,
Derek
man.
Fisher's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say Derek Fisher.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher is the ultimate. So Derek Fisher is the point guard that you want when you have a wing dominant guy. He would have fit next to any wing dominant player, whether it's Kobe, LeBron. He would have been good fit next to Steph Curry. He would have done the defense.
Kind of like a Mario Chalmers type player.
Now that we've given you all the facts on Pascal Siakam and Lamar Odom, it's time for you to make your case.
At this point, it's not about our opinion, it's about yours.
We'll see you on your favorite social media platform, ready to check out your takes. Chime in on Instagram at NBA_now_and_then_pod, on X at NBA_now_and_then, and don't forget our YouTube and Facebook pages, NBA Now and Then.
For the sources of information used in this episode, you can visit our website, www.nbanowandthen.com. Also, visit our website to sign up for a monthly newsletter and check out our comparison articles.
Don't forget you can follow the NBA stars we featured on today's episode through their social media.
You can follow Pascal Siakam on X at pskills43 and Instagram at pskills43.
And you can follow Lamar Odom on X at Lamar Odom and on Instagram at Lamar Odom.
All right, guys, that's our comparison on Pascal Siakam and Lamar Odom. On behalf of Maurice, Ben, and Lucas, I'm Uriah. We'll check you out next time. Peace.
Later.
See ya.
Auf Wiedersehen.
In the Catholic League, in the Catholic League, all right. In the Catholic, what the?
It's not even that hard of a. We say this all the time.
No, think about it. Catholic league, like
Catholic
Catholic and then league.
Catholic.
You're saying Catholic, fine.
Yeah,
but it's the rolling into the league part. All right, I got it this time.
That's what I would do.
All right.